Hi and good evening, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is VlogsBoutNothin. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy Thursday to join me. I really appreciate it. To all the new subs and viewers, welcome to the channel. Tell your second cousin, Jamie, about our channel here. You feel me? Because we all know that Jamie likes to talk about nothing, and what better place would you refer her to than a channel that specializes in nothing. You know what I mean? And so tonight we're talking about holographic road signs. Now, I touched a bit on this in one of the other streams for this evening, but I want to improvisationally speak about it just for a few minutes more in terms of the specificity. Yeah, no, we're not gonna. We obviously, one, I can't take that out of the video because I wouldn't know how to edit one, even if it, struck me in the face. And two, because we're a minute into the video and I want to keep it going and not stop and redo everything. I mean, so otherwise, it just defeats the whole purpose of talking about nothing and improvisationally talking about it. So, anyways, specifically, we're talking about holographic road signs, and link in the description below. But it's time to change. You know what I mean? I'm sure that there's probably people still alive who can recall the first time they seen a street light. You feel me? Let's not get into Ralph Nader and the fact that, the entire country had to be mud raked into putting safety belts into cars, because car manufacturers, seriously, the country's come a long way in its safety measures as it concerns the roads. You know what I mean? All from the very first time a car was ever driven into the only tree stump that was in the local area at the time. I'll include the link in the description below to that little news article too, FYI, if you didn't know. Point being that when humans drive cars, they get into accidents. This is again a one for one shot from the dude who first drove a car. Thanks very much for making it absolutely epitome of human behavior as it concerns us and our piloting of inanimate objects. I find it real fascinating. I find it more fascinating, however, that we're about to enter a part of this century and into the next where we'll be able to pilot things and move things with our minds, which is so much more convenient, so much easier, and way less of a safety risk if, you know what you're doing, in that way. And of course, with good old Uncle AI's help, we can, I want to call AI Auntie. We're going to call AI Auntie from now. And I've identified her as a female because there's already an uncle. His name is Sam. So yeah, we're going to do Auntie AI or whatever. You feel me? Nonetheless, it's time for major cities all over the country to get with the program and start implementing holographic lights, okay? So it may seem like a video game, and hey, to all of those under the age of 40, even more over 30 and 20, it'll just be like playing a video game, The only people that are going to have problems with this new sort of idea that we kind of should put forward are old people. And again, old people mostly have problems with everything, And you can imagine that you will too when things are at a certain way and, say for example, you're a part of the status quo in today's modern world and things are going great for you. You feel me? But the rest of the world is on fire. So let's talk about the part that's on fire as it concerns safety, general welfare, and just the ability to have the capacity to think about another human being. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, let's go there because holographic signs are going to be a game changer. Some people are going to complain about them. The only complaint that I've seen stay full swing and modern as it concerns transportation and the safety of the people that are involved in the aspect of moving in a car are, I think, and I'm losing my train of mind here, and that's okay. It's an impromptu video, but cars need to have safety measures, and I think that having holographic road signs is going to be another good part of making sure that the roads are safe. You know what I mean? I think that they look like video games. Like, and I seriously mean that. Like, when you go up to an intersection and you see that, like, the entire part of it is illuminated and it makes this huge red light or this huge yellow light, yeah, it's really synonymous with video games, truly, in that way, because it should be that way. It should be that pervasive. It should make drivers want to stop, you know? And I did remember where I was going with that last part. As a person who's driven hundreds of thousands of miles, no joke, this is a literal fact about me. One of the things I've noticed over the last decade or so, and I've been hesitant to, you know, try to convert in a way that I don't like LEDs out on the road. Blue light on the eyes while you're out on the road in the middle of the pitch black darkness is far more of a safety risk as it concerns. I mean, I'm not a scientist or an ophthalmologist or whatever, but I know that those blue lights aren't as safe as those yellow lights, the halogens. You feel me? Like, and as much as the new cars want to say, like, there, you know, it seems cool when you're riding in that car, that brand new Lexus that has high beams that can see 500 yards ahead of it, you know? But when you're a driver and you're on the receiving end of that, like, it's not a pleasurable experience. It's highly dangerous. And also, it doesn't provide the same kind of light spectrum, in my opinion, that the basic halogen light does. And again, I've seen, like, even new cars have the LEDs, but, like, they're toned down a bit. And I just am not a fan of LED technology on the actual car because of the safety risks. You know, I truly am not. But I am a fan of these new holographic LED signs, as it would be. I mean, LED is highly appropriate in concentrated levels where it can be controlled. LED, when, you know, it's like just out there, is kind of like, you know, again, not so safe for everybody around. Check out the video, link in the description below. It'll seriously make you feel like you're driving through Mario Go-Kart, and hey, that's fine. For all of us that are going to be wanting to be safe, you know, in the next 50 or 60 years, like, we should probably focus on that, you know, instead of appeasing, you know, the 70-year-olds about how we need to implement a new traffic light system. You feel me? Because, well, I mean, probably they're not on the road all that much, and two, like, their time on the road is mathematically probably going to be a little bit less than ours. You feel me? I'm just saying. So, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. I know sometimes it seems like I go on these rants, you know, in terms of, but I'm so passionate about it. Like, I just, you know, I'm an advocate for safety. I want people to be safe because the alternative is obviously not just dangerous and frightening, but, you know, like, painful in that, you know, being unsafe often produces, you know, results that end in bad stuff happening to your physical self. Did I tell you the story about me breaking my ankle from falling from a tree 35 feet? Okay, well, I hope that you guys have a lovely night. Thank you again for joining the channel. I really appreciate it. 4 streams a day. If you're not already a subscriber, consider subscribing, and if not, I will see you guys shortly. Hope you have a wonderful night. Bye.